Hey, Angie. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Sandra. Hey, y'all. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Today is a fun day. How y'all doing today on this beautiful, blessed Monday? How y'all doing? I know y'all doing fine. Y'all doing better than fine because y'all here. hmm It's a blessing to see y'all here. Y'all, they wrong for that. I didn't know until I went to the grocery store, right? And I bought a few things on my little food stamp card, right? And one of the things that I couldn't buy on my food stamp card was a big shot. So what they want us to drink sweetened water, or they trying to make us just drink Kool-Aid, or they trying to say um that we can't afford to buy cold drinks. Hey Dina, we can't afford to buy cold drinks. I remember these used to be 99 cents. Y'all remember? Now they're $1.49. And you can't buy them with food stamps. Gots to be more careful playing with us. What they thought I was going to say, put it back. I still bought it. But whoever made that decision, Donald Trump or whoever made that decision that we can't buy cold drinks with food stamps is ridiculous. It's sad. I'm just saying. A lot of our people need to wake up. They so busy out here fighting against one another and all that kind of stuff there. I don't drink cold drinks a lot either, but sometimes I be fiending for it. You drink the H2O. I be fiending for a cold drink, so I drink one every now and then. Cold drinks are really not good for us with the acid, but at the end of the day, sometimes I be wanting a little acid in my system because a root beer, oh my God. Do not drink a root beer or a Coke or a Sprite behind anything spicy. If you got crawfish and you got spicy food, do not chase it with a root beer. But if you want to belch and you can't, if you want to belch, get your root beer or get your hey Mama Ava, get your root beer or get your Coke or get you something. When I look at y'all, when I look at y'all some type of way, that means y'all not doing what y'all supposed to do when y'all come on my YouTube channel or my Facebook. I'ma just look at y'all like this until y'all until it go up a little bit. Cause I said I wasn't gonna be begging y'all. Hey Cheryl. I said I wasn't gonna begging you. I'm not begging y'all to do right. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. When it start getting up a little bit, then I start talking. Here and now, girl. I'm gonna just be saying, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. When y'all start doing right by me, I'm gonna start talking. Thank y'all for the likes on Facebook. Y'all understood the assignment because I see y'all moving y'all little fingers. Y'all got very good understanding. Y'all can comprehend very well. Mm-hmm. 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 I will, Renee. Thank y'all for the love. When they get there, I'm gonna stop saying Yeah, Tracy. Yeah. When y'all go to other people's page, y'all interact and y'all do what? I'm just saying. What your fingers got tied? I'm just saying. I'm not asking, I'm not begging, or none of that. How y'all gonna be on here earlier than me? Y'all make it here before me, but y'all don't like me more than I like me. Oh, that's understandable. It's understandable. Y'all don't like me more than I like me. I know you shared the live when I wind. I know the ones who be sharing the live and stuff like that. But how y'all must be forgetting. Sometimes y'all be like, let me hurry up. I ain't about to come on to this and that. It's understandable. So y'all forget every time y'all come on here. Y'all forget y'all got little fingers. Now, what if God took y'all fingers from y'all? And he'll be like, well, you know what? Y'all, I took y'all fingers. I ain't taking all your fingers, but let me just take the finger, the one finger that you could have been pressing on Ann page to press the like button. Let me just take that little one index finger. What if he say, well, let me just take that little finger that I know you could use every day, and you ain't want to press the like button on my child. All right. I'm saying he ain't gonna do y'all that, but what if he said, well, let me just paralyze that little finger right there, since you don't want to use it. Since you don't want to use it, let me just paralyze it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Ain't move. It's still y'all still stuck. Y'all still stuck on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna show me some love one way or another, because love is an action word. And when people love you, you ain't got to beg them to show you they love you. That's what y'all need to know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, some people do. You can, well, Sandra, girl, you ain't me say that. You ain't me say that. I said that. I know, because when I used to be going on people page too, Sandra, I used to be forgetting, and I'd be like, dang, let me press the like button. Or they might say, and y'all press the like button. And then when you say it after so many times and it don't change, it just it is what it is. But y'all saw the video that I post. I know some of y'all follow one of my Instagram and some of y'all follow the other Instagram. But earlier today, I post a video, and the video that I post, y'all saw the video with a young lady where she was in the courtroom and the boyfriend was in jail. Now, mind you, y'all, all us have feelings, and some of us go off of our emotion, right? So the young lady, her and the boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, they teamed up on the boyfriend. But the young lady, she got mad because he didn't want to be with her anymore, right? So they got into a dispute or whatever, and she put him in jail, and she fabricated and she lied. But the best part of the story that I like is she took accountability, and she told the court that she lied. Now listen, y'all. Listen, Linda, listen. Listen, if y'all young girls is on my page, if you and your boyfriend get into it, we got enough going on with a lot of our black young man as it is. Can y'all stop going off of y'all emotion and y'all feelings? Can y'all please stop putting these young men in jail under false allegations? They got a lot of young men that's in jail because the baby mama, the wife, the ex-girlfriend, or whoever it might be, a lot of them is in jail under false allegation. We got a lot of guys that's doing times that never put their hand on their significant other, their wife or their spouse or whatever. You know how we get when we get in our emotions. I ain't gonna lie. You put your hands on me. If I can't get to you and I can't get my lick back, it's been times where you feel like you won't hit on me and I can't get you back. Y'all know the next thing we gonna do. 911. Uh-huh. Yeah, he over there, by his mama house, yeah, across the river, whatever. And he hit it. We gonna exaggerate. We gonna exaggerate. But I'm only making an example. We need to think before we do stuff like that. If you know you still in love with somebody, and but let me tell you something. Once you call the police on me, that's a wrap. So if a person ain't physically really put their hands on you, I think y'all need to think before y'all put a charge on our black men, because there ain't no turning back. Ain't no turning back. So if you tell them that he hit you, and I ain't gonna lie, can I just be real with y'all? Like Mystical. All right. Now, I'm going to pass my opinion about Mystikal. Now, do I think he did what all the females say he did? No. But when you got a jacket for doing one, you could get with another one, and she get caught up in her emotions and her feelings. And if she say that you did it to her by that being your jacket, here we go again. So to all the young girls out here, that's why it be so important that y'all need to share my lives and my videos. To all the young girls out here, please stop destroying our young black men with y'all lies and y'all shenanigans. Because you get caught up in your feelings and your emotions, and you call the popo, and once you call the popo and they write a report, they're going to write down everything that you said. Well, he hit me and he knocked me down, and then I had the baby in my arm, and the baby fell to the ground. And then when I went by my mama, he came over there. He followed me all the way back. He stalked me, and then he kidnapped me. Don't y'all know everything that y'all say is going to be in a statement? And once he write that in the statement, ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no coming back. It's hard for you to go to the district attorney, because if you drop the charges, the state gonna automatically pick up the charge. Because they did it to me. My husband did it to me. Him and his side chick. Hey, Paul. Hey y'all. Hey, y'all on Facebook. And let me tell y'all something. Don't be getting caught up in y'all feeling when I don't say y'all name. If I don't say y'all name, I don't know how to pronounce it. Or I didn't see it. Somebody gonna tell me, well, you don't never speak to me. I don't never see you. And if I see you and I don't know how y'all be having all these funny names and all that. And if I told y'all I didn't graduate. So if I don't say y'all name, that's a good thing. I damn if I do and I damn if I don't. So hey to everybody. I'm just saying, hey to everybody. I'm just saying. Now back to the topic for the day. Women that lie on men. See what I'm saying? Sabrina, see what I'm saying? Shanika, I think. Shanika. I think I be saying y'all name right. I be trying to break it down, in syllables. And break it down with the vowels, the A, the I, and the U. I'm just saying. Y'all thought I ain't know that, huh? I know what a vowel is. The A, the I, or the... I'm just saying, I learned a little something. I wasn't always worrying about boys. Just saying. I was a little hot. Seemed like a lot of hot to me. I'm just saying. Don't be trying to judge me, because you ain't get pregnant at 15. Don't be trying to judge me. You might have got pregnant at 18, 19, 20, but your little thing still probably was hot too. You just ain't got caught like me. I'm just saying. Back to what I was saying, since they were trying to judge me on the slick. So again, this for the young girls and some of the older women too that get caught up in their feelings and they want their leg back too. So if you get caught up in your emotion, because we get caught up in our emotion. If you get caught up in your emotion and he be done cheated on you, or you be done cheated on him, people get caught up in their feelings. See what I'm saying? Feelings, when somebody in love, they go, that don't feel good. Playing with somebody's feelings, that don't feel good. My husband put me in jail. Him and a side chick put me in jail because he had her in the car. And he called himself playing with me. And I called myself playing bumpy cars. Did. I did. But I ain't home nobody. I just blocked the calls. Like, yeah, Either she gonna get out or you gonna get out, because we about to get to the bottom of this. And nobody got out. So I blocked the call. And when I felt like letting them go, I let them go. When I realized that, just let them go. And I let them go. And even though I let them go, when I left, they called the popos on me. Somebody could call and make a statement on you. Hey, Dara, make a statement on you without you being there, and they can lie. So by me not being there, he ain't ever told me he called the popo on me with the side girl. And I didn't find out he called him and the side girl put a charge on me. I didn't find out till one day him and I was riding in the car. We riding in the car, and I get pulled over. It asks for license, registrations, insurance, and then he run my name. And I just know I didn't have no attachment, no warrant, no nothing. I was in the clear. I was more than happy to get my name. If I knew I had a warrant, I probably would have broke out and ran, and they would have had to keep him or keep me, because I'm a runner. Even in a wheelchair, I couldn't run nowhere, even if I wanted to. But anyway, he ran my name and he said, you got an attachment. And I was like, got an attachment for what? And I was like, attachment for what? And here we got him over here looking dumbfounded. The husband, he looking dumbfounded. And all the while in his mind, he know he had them put a charge on me with the side chick. Hey, Queen. So him over there, him right there looking dumbfounded. So the police said, get out the car. I said, get out the car. I said, I'm paralyzed. Like that. He said, oh, well, no. I'm going to say he looked at racist. I'm going to just judge him for a minute. He looked at racist. So, because he didn't care whether I was in a wheelchair or not. And I said, well, I'm in a wheelchair, like that. So he said, well, where your wheelchair? Now, mind you, I was around the corner from my house in Monroe. He said, well, I'm going to follow you to your house and you could get your wheelchair because you're going to jail. I was like, so in my mind, I'm trying to think of what I did. And when he came back to the car, I asked him again what I was charged with. He said, simple aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Got to be more careful. And I looked at him right there in the passenger seat. And him right there looked at me, and I'm looking at him because I'm trying to figure out where was the deadly weapon, and I'm trying to find out who I did something to and when I did it to him. But him over there ain't saying nothing. So the police followed me home. Yes, he did. Follow me home. And I laid there and did something I shouldn't have did. I shouldn't have laid there and left my house, gave him my car keys, and left him. I should have locked my house, locked my car, and went to jail and locked him out of my house. But I wasn't thinking, because at that time, I didn't know that he was the one put a charge on me. So when the police said that, I said, simple assault on who? I said, I didn't have a fight with nobody. I said, not lately. I got into it with nobody lately. So, I was like, because I didn't even know nothing about it. So by him right there, him that was sitting in the passenger seat, I gave him my keys to my house. I gave him my car. I gave him everything, because in my mind, I'm thinking, well, they running me down there. I'm going to get a little behind and I'm going to get out. No, that wasn't the case. I stood in the whole weekend. The whole weekend. Hey, Queen, I stood in the whole weekend. So while I was in there the whole weekend, when I got out, my car was nowhere to be found. When I went home, everything was sold out of my house, even the pots. My Magnolite pots was gone. My purses was gone. My shoes was gone. Some of my clothes was gone. My cell phone was sold. Everything was sold. And the only way I was able to get my car back is I called my car phone, and he happened to answer the phone. And when he answered my car phone, I tracked my car down, and that's how I got my car back. Other than that, I wouldn't have had no car. Everything was going out the house. Hey, Monday, everything was going out the house, and I was real pissed off. But I'm saying that to say that I didn't know that him and the side girl, the side woman, put a charge on me, and he didn't go to court. He didn't show up for court. But even though, y'all, if you put a domestic abuse charge on somebody, you put an aggravated assault charge on somebody, I want y'all to know, can y'all shed a lie to somebody, because some young girl need to hear this, or some young boy, somebody need to hear this, or some adult. If you put a domestic charge on anybody and you don't show up for court, that don't mean that they not gonna drop the charges. The state pick up the charges. Just because he didn't show up for court on me, him and the side girl, didn't mean that they was gonna drop the charges. They did not drop the charges on me. I had to go to anger management classes. I had to go to anger management classes. And he thought by him not showing up and Miss Thing, the side woman not showing up, they thought by them not showing up, the charges was going to drop. Hey, Queen. But the charges was not dropped. The officer, the NOPD officer, took the stand, and he said everything he told them that I did. So that means I had to go to anger management classes. I had to complete the classes, and I had to pay a fine. And the charge was dropped down to a misdemeanor, but it still was on my record. Come on now. It still was on my record. And what people don't know, if you get a domestic charge on your record, you get a assault charge on your record, even though it's a misdemeanor, if you're the type of person where you're trying to go get an apartment somewhere, or you're trying to fill out an application for certain things, you're going to be denied for something that didn't really occur. So that was on my record for a little minute, and it's gonna be on there for a little minute. It's probably it been a while now, but at the same time, I'm saying this and I'm gonna say it again, Tanya. If you got a spouse and y'all got a domestic dispute going on, if y'all can't get along, y'all need to leave one another alone. Because if y'all get into it, now if y'all get into a fight and she say you hit her and you say she hit you, they're gonna say, well, both of y'all going. If she want to press charges on you and you say she hit you, they're gonna say, well, both of y'all gotta go. So what's the sense? It makes no sense for you to put him and say he hit you. Because if he say you hit her, if y'all, in other words, if y'all both of y'all say each other hit each other, both of y'all might wind up going to jail for disturbing the peace. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So the moral of the story is, if y'all can't get along, y'all need to separate, because it's gonna wind up bad. We got a lot of young men that's in jail for domestic abuse. domestic violence. And I ain't gonna lie, some of us women could be very aggressive too. I ain't gonna lie. It wouldn't be me if I don't be real with y'all. At one time, I was a hitter. You gonna lie in my face, you could be driving. I ain't gonna lie. I was a hitter. So just like they got abusive men, they got abusive women. I ain't lying to y'all. You come home and you sleep out and you come home, baby, you will not be getting no sleep with me. If you cross the door of my ceiling and it's daylight and you think you're gonna come in my house and go to sleep, not I, said the cat to the dog, you not getting no sleep in here. Wherever you was till daylight, you should have got you some sleep. Because we about to argue in here. Mm-hmm. Either you coming to get your stuff, or you gonna make a detour and go and get your stuff and go back where you was. Hey Samantha, hey Rhonda, hey Frank, and go back where you was. See, a lot of us, we take a lot. If somebody play with you in the beginning and you allow them to get it away with it the first time, they're gonna feel like they could do it the second time. People only do to us what we allow them to do in a relationship. So if y'all in a relationship, can y'all use your brain? Because they say the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Not go off your emotion. Not be hurt and mad because he done cheated or she done cheated and call and put nobody in jail. Because if you call and put somebody in jail, they don't care what you say or what you come back and try to say. You already done put the charge on the person. And if they find out that you perjury, if you lie, 2 chances to 1, you could go to jail for perjury, for lying. So don't be like, no, it ain't really happened like that and all that. And then some of y'all done put these boys in jail and these boys convicted felon and these boys got charges on them already. And you just add to the fire when it wasn't like that to begin with. A lot of y'all got to stop. Y'all really got to stop. Y'all got to stop. If you can't get along, don't go alone to get along. If you got caught up in your feelings and your emotions, but let me say this. Let me make this clear to a lot of y'all. Whatever you do to somebody, because it say do unto others as others do unto you. Whatever you do to somebody, you might not get it back right then and there. You could lie on somebody. You could spit on somebody. You could hurt somebody. You could do something bad to somebody. And now you're wondering why your son or your daughter, your niece, your nephew, your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your uncle, your grandma, your grandpa, you wondering why they suffering. The people that you really, really love, you're going to get it and you're going to feel it. So whatever you dish out, just know that you are going to get that back. That's for each and every one of us. Some of y'all got very, very nasty attitude. Some of y'all, the way y'all talk to people is ridiculous. You shouldn't talk to no human being in no bad way. I don't care who you are. You should respect everybody. If you want respect, you should give the same respect that you want people to give you. I don't dislike nobody because of their color. I don't dislike nobody because of how they carry themselves. I don't dislike nobody for nothing. If I have a dislike against you, it's for a reason. It's for something you did to me or something you doing to some type of way. I don't just be born. I wasn't just born to dislike people. Where y'all get that from? Hey, nephew. Where y'all get that from? That jealousy stuff and all that. That jealousy is a spirit. And a lot of y'all got it on, y'all. And y'all need to break them spirits and say, Lord, you know what? Let me stop. Let me stop being jealous of this one. Let me stop being jealous of that one. Because at the end of the day, why you feel the need that you got to be jealous because somebody have more than you? When all us got an opportunity to have certain things. Ain't nowhere in the world you could tell me you've been here all these years. 20, let me see. When you become a child and your parents are responsible for you until you become an adult. Like when you get to be like 19 and 20 and all that kind of stuff, that way you can work and get your own job and get on your feet and stuff like that. When you become a responsible person, to know better is to do better. And a lot of y'all know better and y'all not doing better. Y'all not. Y'all not. And this is another thing I want to talk about. So I don't know what's going on with y'all in these prime dresses. I ain't gonna lie. The prime's been priming. And y'all, let me say this too. Taylor, the little girl I've been fighting for justice for Taylor, she did not go to her prime. She been in her feelings. She is not engaging in nothing that they have. This child went to school. She went to prep. Saint Catherine from eighth grade to 12th grade, and this child did not attend her prom, which was Saturday, and she will not be attending her graduation. So what I said is, she about to go to college. If any of y'all want to pitch in, even if y'all give $2, $5, or whatever, I'm gonna help her and some of her stuff that she need for when she go to college. It's simple things. Y'all know what children need, like toiletries and hangers and like clothes hangers and soap powder and dish detergent. So y'all know that she's going on to college and she gonna need these type of things. See what I'm saying? And if y'all want to, can y'all just donate a little $5, a dollar, two, or whatever y'all can, so we can make Ashley Taylor feel better, because she been in a depression stage, and it could be any one of our child. It could be each and every one of our child. Anybody on here that have children or have a child that's in school or might wind up in college, just think of how devastating this is for this young lady. See what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I'm not asking y'all for a whole lot. I'm just asking y'all, can y'all just donate, to Taylor Fund? You know what I'm saying? It could be $2, $3, or whatever, and we could get the things that she needs to go to college. That's all. I'm gonna do my part. Y'all can do your part if y'all want to. If y'all don't want to, even if you on here, you be on my platform and you need help with your child, in college and all that, just let me know, and all us could pitch in. All us could pitch in. Whoever want to pitch in, we could be a help, because I'm going to help Taylor, and I'm going to do what I can to make her life better, because this child and her mama is destroyed. I know the feeling. But anyway, let me say this. I've been seeing the prime dresses, and the prime dresses been priming. And I ain't gonna lie, the dresses that I've been seeing y'all with prime dresses looking like y'all going to send you her Zelle. Well, I think Paul, I think she's 17, so I don't think she have Zelle. So I don't think she have Zelle. I don't know if her mama have Zelle, so I can probably get that and have that for y'all tomorrow, the information or whatever, but I only have Cash App me. So whatever I do, but I'm a post a link, and she got a link where y'all can just buy the stuff from Walmart or whatever, and they'll go straight to her house. So yeah. But anyway, y'all, the prime dresses been off the chain. The prime dresses been priming, and they've been looking like they getting married, going to a wedding, going to a ball, the prince and the kings and all that kind of stuff there. Now let me state this. Y'all been doing y'all big one with the prime dresses. But let me say this. I hope all y'all that I saw with the over the top mean beautiful too. Princess and kings and all that, jumping out in private jets and all that kind of stuff, exotic cars and all that. Y'all better be passing. Y'all better have good grades. Because some of y'all parents then went way out and they've been pulling up to apartments and all that kind of stuff there. So if y'all living in an apartment and she got on a $2, $3, $4, $5,000 dress, something wrong with that, you know what? And just mind your business. Just mind your business, because some people live in an apartment because that's what they want, not that they have to. So some things I don't need to say, and I'm not gonna say that because they'll be judging people. I take that back, y'all. But anyway, they better have good grades and they better be graduating. I'm just saying, because guess what? Me as a grandmother or mother, and you don't got you don't have I need you Ashley to post the information for Taylor, because some people want to donate to Taylor. That's what we was just not talking about Taylor. But I know they better have good grades, and I know they better be about to graduate, and they better have A's and B's and C's. You better not have no D's and F and talking about you going to the prom and you wearing this to the prom and all that kind of stuff there. And I didn't wear way out my way and all that. And then when it come down to graduation, you're not graduating, because everybody else see going to the prom don't mean they graduating. I'm just saying. Some people that's going to the prom don't mean they graduating. I'm just saying. You think I'm gonna spend my money on you to go to a big prom? I mean, looking like you're a queen, looking like you're a king. You think I'm gonna spend my money on you, and you just going to the prom and you're not graduating? I'm just saying. So let me say this, y'all. So I be doing strolling through the little, Instagram and the little TikTok and all that kind of stuff there. And y'all can say whatever y'all want and don't play with me. Don't try to come for me. Because I need to get some of you parents together. All right. I need to get some of you parents together. Either y'all not teaching y'all children about the word of God, which is Jehovah, or y'all just going along to get along because that's y'all children. I'm just saying, let me say this. I can't live for my children. Y'all can't live for y'all children, right? But let me tell you how the rules go in my house. The rules in my house, the rules that they should have had in my mama house. The rules in my mama house should have been, I know her little ass fast. And I'm going to take the birth control and I'm going to sit right there until she swallow it. That should have been my mama rules. And maybe I would have stood in school and graduated from high school with my friends and wouldn't have been walking around pregnant at 15 years old. But that wasn't the case. I was sneaking and creeping. Was. And let me say this. The reason why I'm saying the parents either not teaching their kids about Jehovah is because it's too much sinning going on among the young generation. Well, Ann, why are you saying that? Y'all already know. Y'all already know. It's too much. I don't know how to do no pinning on here. I don't know how to pin on Facebook. I don't know how to pin on Facebook. I don't know how to do that on here. But it's too much going on in a young generation. And let me say this. I'm not I don't discriminate. I'm not judging you and your children. I'm not judging nobody. But I can tell by the look in your eye, the look in your face. Somebody saying, well, hey, you can't look in my eyes. You don't see me. Girl, you in my spirit. Boy, you in my spirit. I know y'all not talking to y'all children about God. It's too much going on in the young generation. It's too much. And you know why I say it's too much going on? They smoking the marijuana in front of their parents. They doing stuff in front of their parents because they feel like they're their parents' friends. They smoking marijuana with their parents. Their parents are smoking marijuana with them. Y'all some punk ass parents. And let me say this. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it real. And a lot of y'all might not like it. It is what it is. Now let me say this. If I had a daughter, and I'm speaking real, and I'm not judging, but I'm a woman of God, and I'm gonna be real with all y'all. But I'm not judging you, and I'm not judging your child, because I don't know the circumstance, and I don't know what caused them to be the way that they are. But let me say this. If I had a child, if I had a girl, or if I had a boy, which I do have children, but I'm saying, if I had a daughter that say she liked it, girls, right? But she live in my house. And if I had a son and say he liked the boys and he live in my house. Now, mind you, that's what you say you like, you still my child. You won't be a girl, you won't be a girl, you still my child. I mean, you won't be a girl, a girl, boy, girl, either. You still my child, I still love you. I'm going to teach you what the words say. You still have your own life. You can choose your own life. You're old enough to choose your own life, if that's what the life you say you want to live. But just know that there's a consequence and repercussion in the real world for the wicked. I'm going to say it again because this went over some parents and some people hate. There are consequences and repercussions in the real world for the wicked. So this is what I'm going to say. Let's say you my daughter. And you like girls. Okay, that's your preference. But let me tell you about mama. Mama still love you because that's what we supposed to do, Shay. We supposed to love our children regardless, right? But we don't have to go along to get along. I'm going to say it again. We don't have to go along to get along. See, when you in my house, you're going to live by my rules. When you out my house, you can live by your rules. So me as a woman of God, what I ain't going to let you do is, all right, let me say this. Now, a lot of y'all didn't seen it, and a lot of y'all didn't. The little girl went to the prom, right? But she went to the prom dressed as the boy. She had on black. I think she had on black and blue. And she went as the boy. So if you was my daughter and you didn't buy the prom clothes, you would not be dressing up as a boy in my house. Because I'm going to stand on business. If you my daughter and you say, Mom, I won't go to the prom, but I won't go as, nah, you ain't going as a boy. That's on my word. I love you, daughter. I'll support you and you going to the prom. But you going as what God created you to be, a girl. So some people, and this way life gets tricky for some of y'all. Because I was listening to one of the bloggers and they were saying, well, everybody bullying this girl and say, and if her family fine with it, if that's what she want to do, wait. So when we pass statements and judgments like that, we got to point the finger back at ourselves. And I won't ask you the question, well, if it was your daughter And say your daughter wanted to go to the prom and you bought her a dress and the little girl come knock at the door, you thinking she going with a boy, but she going with a girl that look like a boy. I'm just saying, some of y'all just go along to get along because that's y'all children. And judge not to be judged. But at the end of the day, I'm talking about in my house. We gonna respect my house, my wishes, my rules. And then before she was leaving to go to the prom, she was smoking a little reefer. Now she about to go around a bunch of other kids, that young teenagers. But before she go, she smoking and inside before she's smoking outside before she go with whoever she was going with and all that. And one of the bloggers said, well, she's smoking and she's smoking with her friends and all that in front of family and all that. That's them people business. Yeah, it is their business, but they put it all on the internet. And people passing their opinion, and I'm one of them. But if it was my daughter, we're going to live by my rules long as you're living in my house. Long as you're living in my house, we're going to play by my rules. I'm not going to, degrade you and talk down on you because you chose you want to be with girls. That's your philosophy. But what we're not going to do is go along to get along in my house. I'm just saying. That means if I go along with the decision when it's time for judgment day and time for God to say, call you up here and say, I taught you and you know better. As an adult, you know better. The best thing you could do in life is be real to your kids and take accountability. Whether they live their life, however they want to live their life, but all you can do is say, I told them right from wrong. I did what I was supposed to do as a parent. We can't control them once they get a certain age. But a lot of y'all is condemning the wrongdoing. A lot of y'all gonna be held accountable because y'all never taught y'all kids and never sit down and say, you know what? Mama still love you. Daddy still love you. But I love you. This is the life you chose. But at the end of the day, I can't tell you what to do with your life. But I'ma just be honest with you. You know that ain't right. Whoever made it right, where the book at? Where my book at? Hold up. All right. Somebody changed the law. This the Bible right here. Somebody changed the law, and it was man. But tell me anywhere in the Bible where it have been changed in hundreds of years that say, I ain't even got to say the rest. So that's the wicked. So if you don't tell your child right from wrong, they headed down destruction because you didn't tell them. As a parent, he ain't say stop loving them. He said teach them right from wrong and spell right. He said teach them right or wrong. So to the parents who think it's all fine and dandy that the little boy with the basketball player son who go with Gabriel, whatever, y'all thought it was fine for that little boy to make a decision and say he wants his thing to be cut off so he could be a girl? That ain't what God created him to be. God created him as a little boy. I'm not paying for nobody else's sins, Angela. I'm not. I'm not going to be the mother that said, well, oh, you know what, my child, she 11 and she 12, but she wants to be this and she wants to be that. When you are young, your mind are not fully developed. You don't really know what you want out of life. So why would you put your 2 cents in and go along and get along when an 11-year-old, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, if they're still living under your roof, they consider it as a child. So how could they make a decision and say, oh, I'm a girl, but I want to be a boy. And can I have a girl come over and we get not in front of me? Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Y'all can go to the movies, y'all go to the show, y'all go wherever y'all want. But y'all ain't finna do that in front of me. They got parents, I know. I got sisters, I got friends that have children that's like that. They still love their children, but they don't condone in their wrongdoing. I love you, but I'm not going along to get along with nobody. I'm making it in. When it's judgment day, I don't want God to say, well, why you didn't tell her right from wrong? Because you know better. Why you didn't tell him right from wrong? Because you know better. That's for the unbelievers, the ones who don't believe judgment day is coming. We all got to carry our own cross. And I pity the fool. I'm just saying. So you mean to tell me they got all these parents, a lot of y'all around the world. And don't get me wrong, I'm not judging y'all. I don't even care if y'all judging me. But I bet you I'm gonna live my life the way I should live my life. I bet you when it's time for me to be judged, I bet you he's gonna say, job well done. What about some of y'all? I'm not selling my soul to the devil. And with this internet stuff, it's very tricky. A lot of y'all think y'all know and think y'all doing the right thing by going along to get along, by saying stuff. Oh, well, let me say this for the world because I don't want the world to think. No, let me say this for the world. Girl, boy, girl, made, girl and boy, not boy and girl and girl. Let me say this for the world. For the ones who scared. That's what he said in his word. So y'all go ahead on and sell y'all soul. And where y'all think y'all going? The world loves the world. But the world can't change the Bible. The Bible remains the fact it is what it is. Nobody can rewrite the Bible. And whoever don't believe him, oh well, I do. I got a personal relationship with him. I know he real, Karen. Rhonda, I know he real. So y'all go ahead on and sell y'all soul for y'all children. Because y'all not teaching them right from wrong. Some of y'all know wrong from right and right from wrong. And y'all still won't do what y'all won't do. And that's why y'all going through what y'all going through. That's why y'all crying. That's why I be going through what I'm going through because I'm living right. So if I go through something that I might hurt myself or whatever, I'm good. I know how to fall down, not fall down intentionally, but I'm going to get up. A lot of y'all scared. Some of y'all don't have peace in your own house because y'all children running the house. They pimping y'all. Y'all go to work and come home and y'all house not even clean. They don't even put out the trash. And when you ask them to do something, they don't even do it. And all you doing is whining, crying. I'm so sick of coming home. Every time I come home, I got to come home to a nasty house. Every time I come home, and you let them use the car, you get the car back, you don't have no gas. And y'all think y'all doing the right thing by y'all children. Y'all heading y'all children straight for destruction. They're going to be out there with the world. The wicked. The wicked love the wicked. That part right there, Chuck. The wicked love the wicked. Why y'all think a whole lot of people not over here right now? Because in their mind, they thinking they're not going to need Jehovah, but they're going to need him sooner than later. Oh, because he coming. He coming. That's why sometimes y'all don't know the summer from the winter from the summer. And y'all don't believe? Wow. I believe without a shadow of doubt. I know he real. I got testimonies. I was in a coma. I got one in the chest. And I'm still here. Somebody got one in the leg. Somebody got one in the butt. Somebody got one in the thigh. And I know somebody passed away from getting one in the butt. And y'all delusional mind. Y'all think, oh, well, he got shot in the butt. He still should be here. Nah. When it's your time, you could get pum in the foot. And it hit a main artery. And you bleed to death. For the people who don't know. For the people who don't know. Y'all children are a replicate of y'all. And y'all still going along to get along with y'all children. And at the end of the day, y'all know they live in some type of way of living foul. And y'all going along with that. Hip replacement. Oh, run over by a truck. Come on, Chocolate. Come on now. We got testimonies. And y'all still don't want to shed a light. Y'all still don't want to pass it on to somebody else and let them know that you're going down the wrong path. Oh, wow. Times we living in now. Y'all some punk ass parents. I see a lot of y'all smoke. Oh, well, I'd rather him or her smoke in a house with me than to go out there and smoke. Oh, wow. I'm just saying, 9 years, I'm choking. I'm just saying. No, I'd rather for you to not smoke in my house or smoke around me, regardless. It's out of respect. It's out of respect. But no, y'all won't be y'all children friend. That's my best friend. Nah. God said that's your daughter. That's your son. He ain't said that was your best friend. He said that's your daughter. He created her to be your daughter. He created him to be your son. That's why children are killing their parents. I mean, unaliving their parents. Because y'all won't be their friend. Y'all want to drink with them. Y'all want to get drunk with them. Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. My children have never saw me intoxicated. Because I'm not going along to get along. And if I wanted a little drink, a little wine or something, I'm going to do it with me. Because I know how to control me. But you think I'm going to be drunk and all that and on, out of my body and all that around my children and degrading myself? No. Because they're watching y'all. Y'all think it's a game. I be saying y'all post what y'all want to post. Y'all share what y'all want to share. It's a lot of things y'all share. And some things y'all don't share. I don't know what's the reason. But let me tell y'all, for everybody that be on my live, maybe my live not for you. Maybe the live that I'm talking about today might be for somebody else or somebody else's child. But out of all y'all that be on here with all the likes, so if I got 13 people, 14 people, that should be 14, 13 likes, shares. And I don't care who you is. I can tell when y'all share and y'all don't. I could call y'all by names. So what's wrong with me? Oh, you done talked about me with somebody and you scared to share it? I don't don't go along to get along with nobody. And I ain't going to play two sides with nobody. And I won't go to remove each and every person that be around me that play two sides or two ends in the middle. I know you do, Paula. Even though we know social media controls certain things and they allow us to see certain things. They allow us to see certain things. But why wouldn't somebody want to deliver a message to some young girl or some young boy? Why? Why not? My message is not about my life all the time. Because some of it be about the stuff I went through and I didn't came out. But my message is to deliver somebody else from darkness, to make a difference in somebody else's life. That's my purpose. My purpose is coming on here every day and make sure I be on here from 7 to 9 or whatever. I would be on here longer because I got a lot to talk about. But I know people got to go to work the next day. So I say from 7 to 9 is good enough. Within that short period of time, I didn't save 1 or 2 people. And that was my mission. So why can't the people that I'm on here talking to, why can't you be a blessing to somebody else and share it to somebody else and say, you know what? I be saying y'all share all the foolishness. Every time I go, if I post something or I see something and I post for y'all to see it, it tells me how many times y'all done shared it and it tells me who shared it. It let me know when y'all don't share my video. But I don't get mad. I continue to do my work. Because one monkey don't stop no show. Just because somebody don't share it, don't stop me from coming on here, sharing my testimonies and sharing my thoughts and delivering the message to somebody. It don't matter if y'all share it or not. Because the man upstairs, he know when y'all be on here, whether y'all share it, and he know the reason why y'all don't share it. But I'm not going to rack my brains and be bothered because you ain't shared a live to somebody. Hey, Queen. Is that Shamila or Shamira? I'm just saying. I'm not getting on here begging y'all to share it or whatever. Y'all know what y'all want to do when y'all want to do it. And I don't have to keep coming on here saying, oh, can y'all press the like button? Can y'all share the video? Can y'all like and subscribe and all that? No, I don't have to keep saying that. They got people know what to do, know how to go on people's stories and they likes and all that, interact with this and this and that. And it was a blessing for me to lay there and buy the little princess stuff for my grandbaby. She was so overwhelmed. That really, really touched my heart. See, y'all, it's the little things. It's the little things. My little grandbaby was, and she is so smart. They say she's just 2 years old. And she said, the princess, I wouldn't even thought she knew that was a princess setup. That's a smart little baby. That's baby genius. They support people that don't give a F them before they support someone that's actually caring. Right. But it's okay. Because at the end of the day, people looking at me like, she don't be having a lot of people over there or whatever. You got to start from somewhere. And in God's time, not my time. But they ain't going to stop me from working. That's not going to stop me from loving the people that's here now, that's embracing me. And every day, even if I get 1 person a day, 2 person a day or whatever, at the end of the day, that matters to me. That matters to Jehovah. It's 1 step at a time. And I ain't got nowhere to go. And God said the same. I'm about to make 60. And I decided I am having a party. And I'm going to let y'all know where the party going to be. My birthday is July the 3rd. I'm going to support people that support me. I'm going to embrace people that embrace me. But a lot of y'all pray. And everybody don't know how to pray. Everybody know how to talk. Praying is talking. Oh, you have to talk to God. Lord, I'm going through, Jesus. Lord, I need you. But don't treat him like he's somebody you want to turn a trick where you want to get what you want and then you're gone. No, every day. Lord, I thank you. Lord, thank you for opening my eyes. Thank you for water. Thank you for light. Thank you for everything that you have done for me in my entire life. Some of y'all are so ungrateful. You're right, Chocolate. Some of y'all are so ungrateful. And why? Because that's who y'all in your that's the mindset y'all have. Y'all ungrateful. No matter what he do, he could bless you today with something that you asked for. And then tomorrow you ask it for something else. At the end of the day, embrace the love and embrace what you have now. Embrace the little things. Y'all saw how happy my grandbaby was with just the little things. She said, wow. That's what she said. And she ain't but 2 years old. And I bought something for her and her brother. And I want to buy for all my grandchildren. But I can only embrace them the way they can allow me to embrace them. I believe me and my little grandbaby, if we was one-on-one, me and her together, we'll have a beautiful relationship. But I mean, however it go, however it is right now, I'm good with that. Because only God could change things. And however God give it to me, I got another little grandbaby coming in next month. And I'm hoping and praying I get an opportunity to see my little granddaughter that's coming in next month. I give it to God. And God will be done. You know, a lot of y'all got to stand on business. Y'all got to start being firm with yourself. You got to put Jehovah first in your life. Before God could give you that house, that car, the money you need for your bills and all that, you got to show him that you are worthy. You got to show him that you are worthy, because he been holding you down and you ain't even been giving him the glory. You've been praising him and praising her, but God been making a way for both of y'all. Because if it weren't for God waking him up and waking her up, y'all wouldn't be where y'all at today. But you can't give him the glory because he wakes up and go to work every day. Jehovah wakes him up and give him the strength to go on the job, even when he don't feel like getting up. Vice versa. But they don't get the glory. Without Jehovah, we nothing. That's the only one wake us up every day. So when you wake up and you able to go on a job of 9 to 5, 16 hours, around the clock or whatever, you can't glorify yourself and say, oh, I did it. No, you didn't. You did it, but not by yourself. But without him allowing you to get up and be able to go on the job and all that, without him, we nothing. Without him, I wouldn't even be here talking to y'all. But y'all don't see it like that. Y'all don't see life like that. A lot of y'all be moping and crying and whining about stuff that he already taken care of. Just because it's not right there in our face, he have a permanent time. You think I'm worrying about the little people that be on here, but the little people that's on here got genuine love for me because they always on here every day. They got people be on my platform before I even get here because they looking forward to a word. And the word today is to trust God, to trust Jehovah, to put your faith in him. Stop worrying about everybody else. Focus on you. Take care of you. Take care of you first. Come on now. Praise and worship you. Focus on you. Do what's best for you. Stop worrying about, oh, them trying gonna be the death of me. Not me. When it's time for me to go, it's gonna be my time. It ain't gonna be the death of nobody else. So you mean to tell me you're gonna worry yourself to death until you be unalive, and then they still gonna be around here living their life, doing what they want to do, how they want to do it? Nah, ain't nobody gonna be the death of me. But Jehovah, when it's my time to go. I'm just saying, kings and queens. Hey. Now y'all know when y'all come over here, I'm gonna give it to y'all raw and uncut, whether y'all like it or not. Some of y'all are some punk ass parents. I'm just saying. And maybe I was a punk ass parent at one time too. But when I start standing on business, children start disliking their own mom. But we created that. But I'm trying to give y'all a hint right now. Don't be at your children beck and call. When you say no, no mean no. All that beck and call and all that, yeah, you my child, you my son, you my daughter, yeah. But y'all not thinking for the future. Even if you got one daughter, one son, you still got to think about their future. You're not promised a second. You're not promised tomorrow. You're not promised an hour. So you got to prepare your young adult child for life. Why y'all so scared to teach these children about life? To be able to stand on their own 10 toes. When they finish school, that's another transition in their life. Whether they go off to college or not, their life is just beginning, their young life. And some things you got to get out the way and let them fend for themselves. You're supposed to protect them. And our young girls out here, y'all need to teach y'all young girls where they could be dependable, where they don't have to be looking for, oh, I'm looking for the boy with the money. And the little girl, I saw a little girl on Instagram not too long ago. She says she turned tricks for money. She sleep with boys for money and she sells her body for money. She said that's all she said, why would I sleep with a man or sleep with a boy for nothing? She got the wrong concept about life because she's still young. Hey, Rose, hey, Queen, because she's still young. But she got the right concept and the wrong concept at the same time. You ain't got to sleep with every man for money. Better yet, you ain't got to sleep with no man for money. Better yet, you could get your own money. Because I did that. I've been there, done that. I was riding with the wicked. Every man I was with, I was getting my look. Yeah, look. Even if I had to take their money and leave them in a hotel, leave them by themselves. But if I knew then what I know now, I would have knew I was a queen then. And I had a family with money that wanted me to succeed. And I didn't have to sleep with none of the men I slept with. But it's a blessing that I'm still here to be able to talk about it. All money ain't good money. And I ain't selling my soul to the devil no more. So either y'all gonna stop being a punk ass parent and be real with y'all daughters and y'all sons, or guess what? They got a wicked world out there waiting for them. They got a young man out there waiting for them. They got a young girl out there waiting for them in the wicked world. If you don't teach them about the birds and the bees, teach them about stability, teach them about how to be independent, you teaching them how to fail. Teach your girl how to pay bills. Teach your son how to pay bills. Because sometimes boys don't wind up with girlfriends all the time. They wind up by themselves. Girls wind up by themselves. Sometimes you wind up getting, most of the time, everybody have their heart broken every once in a while. You got to teach them stability, how to live on their own, how to survive, to pay bills, how to do things on their own. Because you don't know when you're going to expire on this earth. I don't care if you're a young adult. I don't care if you're an old adult. You don't know the time, the minute, the second, or the hour. None of us don't know when we leave, but all of us got a date. All of us got a date. But for y'all to have young adults and a lot of y'all to go along to get along, you failing your child as an adult. And you making life easy for your child. Nah, teach your child how to be responsible, how to save their money in case something happens. Because when we gone, the hurricane's still going to be coming. The tornado's still going to be coming. Another Katrina, Betsy, all them going to be coming. Man, what if you're not here when the storms and all that come? And say you got an only child. She ain't got no siblings, no sisters, no brothers, no nothing. And you got sisters and brothers that don't even talk to you, that don't even mess with your child. Now what? That means your child gonna be lost because they don't know what to do. They don't know which way to go. They don't know who to turn to. When y'all supposed to be setting boundaries right now. Right now. Y'all supposed to be setting boundaries right now. I'm just saying. I'm talking to a lot of the youngsters out here. Tornadoes never stop. Bessie, Katrina's, they don't stop. The names just change. Y'all madly mistaken if y'all don't think another storm, a tornado, a hurricane gonna ever come back to the state of Louisiana and some other state too. That's human nature. In some states, tsunamis and all that. It's called life. All I want to know is y'all prepared. Is y'all prepared? Is y'all prepared for another Katrina? Is y'all prepared for another Betsy? Because Betsy hit, I wasn't even born. But Betsy was worse than Katrina. And then Katrina came. That's for the youngsters who don't know nothing about it. Lake Charles got hit twice in a row not too long ago. See what I'm saying? But everybody think they exempt. Yeah, sure. They think, a lot of people think we're exempt. A lot of people still caught up into a lot of stuff that's going on in the world, but they still missing the big picture. They missing it. Just like today on social media, NOPD, it was three white cops. And the man, they say he was on drugs. They say they tased him and he still didn't stand and he still didn't fall to the ground. But let me say this, because a lot of y'all go along to get along. And it's a lot of our own people. So y'all, I posted a video. They had 3 cops. The man was, they say, allegedly on drugs. All right. So you mean to tell me policemen go to academy, right? They go to academy. They graduate. They have textbooks. They have the do's and the don'ts. And they do the don'ts instead of the do's. That's what they do. So they couldn't break the man down with the tasing. Now there's 3 cops and it's 1 man. And this man he was tall, but he couldn't have been he wasn't big, he was thin, but with his weight, he could have been about 6'1", 6'2", maybe 5'9", or his weight probably like 155, 160, something like that. He wasn't the heaviest that guy, none of that. So you mean to tell me it took 3 polices and 3 of them could not get him down to the ground without beating him? And so to all my minority black people and all y'all, whatever, y'all not tired of getting beat down. That brought me back. That brought me back on the Rodney King, the Floyd. That brought me back on a lot of these polices that then unalive a lot of people. Let me tell y'all something. Even though you're a police, and I got family members that's police, and they don't beat on people because they got family members that's in the streets. And they're in the streets. But these 3 cops was beating on this man. I know this man should have broken bones. He should have some type of concussion because they beat and beat and beat and beat. Now, let me tell y'all how I feel about a police doing something like that. I think they should be held accountable and they need to go back to school if they don't get suspended. Because in a textbook doesn't say beat on somebody. If somebody intoxicated or somebody is on drugs or whatever, pills or whatever they might be on, that don't give police the right to beat them. And they was punching and beating and beating and beating. They was beating, right? So what if the man had a mental problem? So you mean to tell me, see, this is the problem with a lot of y'all black people. A lot of y'all, not just black people, because I ain't going to stereotype. A lot of y'all be passing judgment until it become one of y'all family members. Yeah, Rose, it could be one of y'all family members. Now, if the man was on some type of drugs they should have called for help. They got a lot of mental people out walking the streets that's very distraught, that's very mentally, they do stuff in their own medicine that don't affect them when somebody try to hurt them or harm them or touch them. Hey, Carolyn. But so you mean to tell me because they tased this man and they couldn't get him down on the ground, that caused them to beat him in his head and beat him all over his body like that? So y'all think that's right? Y'all, if y'all think that's right, something is mentally wrong with some of y'all. Because there's nowhere in the textbook, I'm sure in the academy or in a little fine print where it says if they resist, beat them down to the ground. I'm just saying, I got policemen all in my family, young and old. I got a cousin that was I think he was a captain. I got other cousins was police on the police force. And it's never where they had to put hands on nobody. And they get all kind of calls. They get disrespected and all that, but they ain't never had to put hands on nobody. And I pray that they always be covered and nobody try to put hands on them. But some people gonna say, oh, well, he was resisting. If he was resisting, I didn't see the man fight at all. I see the man was trying to run away. You could clearly see the man was on something. But the constant get punched and punched and punched, and then you being punched by 3 of them. Not 1, not 2, but 3 of them. And y'all don't see no wrong in that. So y'all gonna constantly keep on fighting against one another. They got all kind of stuff going on in the White House. We got a convicted felon as the president. We got people that get food stamp can't even buy a cold drink no more. They're trying to send us back to Sweetwater or Kool-Aid. If they send us back to Sweetwater and Kool-Aid, now everybody gonna be a diabetic, sugar diabetic. It's sugar gonna be up. I'm just saying. And all the comments I was reading, it was negative people saying that, like if he deserved this and all that kind of, why he deserved that, even if he was on drugs. Nobody deserved to get beat. It's supposed to protect and serve, not beat and serve. He was supposed to be protected, even if he committed a crime. Because I have saw some other people commit a crime and they protect them. And they put armor suits on them. I mean, they put vests on them and they protect them from other people trying to harm them. But that man wasn't protected at all. Because it took 3 of them. And it took 3 of them to try to bring him down and beat him down like a dog. And I ain't see no right in that at all. At all. But I was reading the comments and a lot of y'all was saying, well, and they had a lot of people saying, well, the man he really wasn't fighting. The man just with whatever he was on, they couldn't get him like they wanted to get him. But the punching and all them punching him like that, nah. And for each and every one of y'all out there that wear them badges, y'all got to realize that y'all human beings and y'all got family. And we on the outside looking in and y'all think y'all getting away. But y'all just getting by. Whenever y'all push and push and push and punch on somebody's child and beat on somebody, just remember, y'all got to go home and y'all got children. That's why a lot of stuff happened to a lot of y'all children or y'all children because of what y'all do behind them badges. Y'all forgetting that y'all got family too. And when something happened, a car wreck or something happened to one of y'all family members, y'all won't cry and wonder why, because you beat somebody else's child halfway unalive, because they beat him. They beat him. I don't know what y'all was looking at, but they beat him. And it wasn't right at all. A lot of y'all go along to get along. A lot of y'all fighting against each other, and all the girls out there pulling up at people's house and won't fight and fight the mom and all that. How y'all get to be that bold enough where y'all could come to somebody's house and won't pull up and try to hurt somebody in front there though? Where they do that at? Because guess what? As coming up as a little girl, I know there was like somebody coming to my house. We gonna pull it in there and they ain't gonna make it out. And I thank God that I'm still here to talk about it because I done went to a lot of women's houses. And that was something that I wouldn't do in this time and days. But back then, yeah, like tell him come out of there. And I was totally out of order. Whether that was my husband or not, I was out of order. But in this time right now, y'all pulling up at people's houses when they got permissions and they got license to carry. And come on, man. They do have a such thing as stand your ground. But y'all still got to be very mindful. It's tricky to that. Because if you go to somebody's house and you fight somebody and that person try to run off and you hit them in the back, now you wrong. Even though they came to your house, you didn't hit them in the back and they passed away. But they say once a person turn their back, there's no longer a threat. That's what happened to me. I wasn't a threat. I put my hands on somebody, but I was ready to fight, fist fight. But when I turned my back, she pum me in my back. So I was no longer a threat. And it was two of them. So this the world that we living in. And that was in 1995. And I hear people screaming about corruption. Corruption is everywhere, but I most definitely know corruption is here in the state of Louisiana, New Orleans. Without a doubt. I know that for sure. And a lot of people might not want to admit to it, but it's right in our face. And you know what? It's teaching our children to be corrupted because they can see it. The young ones that's old enough and young enough to know it's corrupted. So all you could do as a young adult, just stay out the way. Just stay out the way. Because we got what the governor talking about making more room for the black men and all that kind of stuff there. And if they juveniles, he's talking about putting them incarcerated and all that kind of stuff in his room. And then just before I came on here, they had a black couple. And it was during Katrina, they had a baby. I think it was a husband and a wife. During Katrina, they had a baby. And so I don't remember exactly, but I'm gonna give you a little brief of what the story is. They had a little baby, and they didn't have no infant milk or something like that. So during Katrina, they was going from state to state or whatever. They was, they lived in another state. I think they lived in another state. But to make a long story short, they wind up getting a baby some I think it was some type of milk, and the baby passed away. Don't you know they got the husband and the wife incarcerated, and these people been in jail. They gave both of them life, and these people been in jail for over however long after Katrina. They've been in jail ever since, and it was an accident. It wasn't where they meant to unalive their own baby or whatever. The baby died off of the milk that they gave the baby. And these people still sitting in jail, the husband and the wife. And the wife went up for parole. I think they went up for parole and they denied their parole. They gave them life without parole. I mean, life. And when they went up for parole, they denied them. All because it was something just simple as getting a baby some type of milk and the baby passed away. That's the world we living in right now. When they got people that did way more than that. Them people didn't try to unalive their own baby. It was the milk that the baby drank and the baby passed away. I don't know the whole full detail, but I saw them go up for parole or whatever, and all I heard was the baby passed away from the milk. I don't know the full detail. But the world that we living in now is sad. And the stuff that's going on down here in New Orleans is sad. And I see more people fighting against each other and talking against each other than anything. And if you're in New Orleans and you're trying to win and you winning, you got more haters where you from than anywhere around the world. Your biggest haters is where you come from and where you at. But I would say this, when you got Jehovah in your life, ain't nobody could stop what he got for you. As long as you got him in your life, no matter what nobody say or what nobody do, they can't stop what he have for you. A lot of y'all gotta believe. Y'all can't just be talking about it, because a lot of y'all is good talkers. A lot of y'all mention God, because God is good and all that kind of stuff and all that, but y'all really don't feel that way in your heart. You got to get him down in your soul. You got to get him down in your spirit. You can't just be saying stuff out of your mouth and don't really believe. You'll pray about something and then you're still going to worry about it. So at the end of the day, what you prayed about, you ain't believe. You're a good talker, but you're not a good believer. Because some of y'all good talkers, but y'all not good believers. I believe in everything that I talk about. And everything I could say out my mouth is going to manifest. Because he said, I'll supply your each and every need. I would never leave you nor to forsake you. And he ain't never left me. Even on my dark days. Even on my weary days. He never left me. I left him. I left him. See, somebody on here right now been crying. You've been crying in your spirit for somebody else. You've been crying for somebody that ain't crying for you. You done made somebody else your problem. Somebody else's problem your problem. Now why? God been good to you. You blessed and you still crying about something that's out of your control. Your mama not here anymore. Your daddy not here anymore. You feel like you ain't got no family. You feel like you ain't got nobody, but you still here. And you need to go look in the mirror and look at how blessed you are. And you might think you ain't got nobody in the flesh, but you got somebody in the spirit. And you got a sister like me that's here to tell you that he ain't never left you. So why are you whining? Why are you crying? Why are you feeling so alone? Why are you worrying about when you go outside, you worrying about what people going to say about you? Why you don't dress up for you? Why you don't put on clothes for you? Because when I get dressed and I go out, I'm going to put that on for me. Because that's what I like to do. Do what make you happy. Do what's best for you. And I had to say, well, I ain't going to have no party. I'm going to enjoy my 60. You only get 60 one time. So I'm going to enjoy my 60th birthday. And whoever want to come and be a part of the party, they can. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do what's best for me. If that's what I want to do, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not worrying about the other people. I'm doing what I like to do. I like to dance. I like to have fun. I like to party. And that's what I'm going to do for me. For me. So what y'all going to do for y'all? When you going to stop whining and crying and moping about, oh yeah, this guy got this going on. And some of y'all need a cleaning. Some of y'all is full of shit, literally. Some of y'all is constipated, literally. Some of y'all don't even clean your body out. Y'all wonder why your stomach's so big and your butt so big because you're full of shit. Literally. Once you clean all your body out, your colon and all that, you can sleep good. When your back go to hurting and you dizzy, that's because you're constipated. When your stomach hard and bloated, how you gonna sleep good when you're full of shit? And if you infected, you need to go get your enema, get your suppository. You need to get that out there. And not just the part that's at the bottom. Get you some Miralax, clean your body out. When your body clean and nothing in your body, none of all that old toxic stuff in your body, you can sleep so good and you feel so good. Being constipated is not a good feeling. Yeah, if you got back pains, that's because you're constipated. If your stomach is bloated, you constipated. If you've been having headache, you've been dizzy, all that's from being constipated. And y'all might not want to hear this or talk about it. That is not a good feeling. I mean, that hurt like, I ain't gonna lie. Being constipated is not a good constipation. You don't want to be bothered with nobody. You might take your little pain medicine, talk about, I wonder why my stomach hurting. You go to the bathroom, you think you're finishing, you're not. You go to the bathroom, you think you're finishing, you're not. Until all that toxic stuff is out of your body, you won't get a good night's sleep. So if you go to bed and your stomach hurt, and you go to the bathroom, and you go back down and lay down, that means if your stomach hard, that means you're bloated. And a lot of people don't want to admit it, but a lot of y'all is literally full of shit. I'm just saying, clean your body out. When you clean your body out, you feel so good. Oh my God. You can sleep so good when your body is clean. No back pain, no headache, no dizziness. Because all that comes with constipation. You get it. You might think that, oh, I got a headache, I got a migraine, because you're full of shit. That's why. I'm just saying. How do y'all really need to get your mind together. Get your mind together. Stop saying you can't be by yourself. Why? Stop saying I won't be with somebody. No, wait on God. You've been picking the wrong men. You've been picking the wrong women. Maybe it's time for you to be by yourself. Maybe it's time. It comes a time in our life where Jehovah wants us to focus on him. I don't care if he is in a marriage or a relationship. He wants you to put him before her. Yeah, that's your wife, but he come before her. He come before him. Because he could do for you what he can't do for you. He could allow you to live for decades and decades and decades. He not in control like that. That's why I understand, as I got older in life, I understand how we give these men too much of pride. We make them feel like, no man, no woman, nobody, no children, nobody come before Jehovah in my life. And especially he said, I'll never leave you. And he stand on that. Jehovah never leave me. I am so content with myself. He said, I will never leave you nor to forsake you. How many of us women and had men for sickness and health that do us support? And where they at? They gone. How many of them? Oh, well, I'm gonna be with you from sickness and health. I ain't gonna never leave you. Yeah, right. But he said, I will never leave you nor to forsake you. And he's still here. He's still here. And I stand on that. So to a lot of y'all that feel in your mind, oh, you know what? I'm tired of being by myself. I'm tired of being alone, this and that. Girl, boy, when you leave, ain't nobody gonna come with you. Not even her. Not even him. When it's your time, he going one way and she going another way. And God forbid, when you had one pass away before the other one, somebody gonna send somebody over here, down yonder by the family in the country, and somebody gonna send somebody down here, down yonder by the other family. If you don't dot your I's and cross your T's, you will not be with the husband or the wife that you married. And if y'all living in sins, when it's time for y'all to meet and greet, y'all ain't even gonna see each other on Judgment Day. Oh, but y'all gonna be judged. Most definitely gonna be judged. But as far as y'all thinking y'all gonna see each other, no. That's why some of y'all need to get it right. I think some of y'all is not afraid. Y'all not afraid because y'all think in y'all mind y'all done got away with the stuff y'all done did on earth. And nobody get away. We only get by. But in y'all mind, y'all thinking, well, I got away with some of the stuff, but y'all never say, I repent I'm sorry, Lord, forgive me, because y'all think what y'all did, y'all untouchable, and in y'all mind, y'all feel like when y'all expired on this earth, there's no judgment day. Oh, wow. It's judgment day for each and every one of us. So keep on living your life. Keep on living for the wicked, living with the wicked, and thinking there's no judgment day. How could y'all not believe when y'all wake up every morning? It's miracles every day. And y'all mean to tell me y'all don't believe? Oh, wow. I'm just saying, I don't want to live the way I used to live. And if you're not trying to get your life right and you ain't working on you, I don't want to be your friend either. I don't want to be a part of nobody that's out there that's not trying to live right. Nobody. If you're not trying to get your life right, if you don't acknowledge him, if you're a person that's an unbelief and you don't believe in Jehovah, you can't even be my friend. Because I'm a believer. I'm a firm believer. And somebody might say, well, why you up on believing you still in a wheelchair? Oh, well. And I ain't bitter about being in it. Do y'all hear me come on here and complain about being in a wheelchair? All right, that speak volume. Do y'all hear me come on here and complain about other stuff and all that going on? No. To be honest, I don't complain about nothing I've been going through. I just share my testimony and share my life story with y'all. Because somebody need to build up strength off of what I've been through. Because somebody on here going through right now. Somebody in their mind, they still crying. What you still crying for? You're supposed to be delivered by now. If you come on my timeline every day, and I'm talking about the same thing, just a different day, talking about Jehovah, and you see me shining, and you see me growing, and you see me being blessed, and you still stuck, why are you here? If you come on my timeline every day, and you hear me sharing my testimony, you see me glowing, you see what I'm driving, you see how I'm living, and you still whining. Now tell me why you're still whining. Why are you still whining? Just tell me why you still whining. I'm going to take my medicine on that. I'm waiting. Taking birth controls at 60. Ain't getting nothing. Ain't doing nothing. Got a bunch of cobwebs down there. I'm just saying. Can somebody explain to me on here why you still whining? Queen, King, y'all that's on here, because I know it's more than 8 people on Facebook. Somebody on here still whining. Why you still whining? Why you still crying? Because you still saying this stuff that you still ain't over yet. Well, how long you gonna keep crying? Because you can't change that. Some things is out of our control. So how long you gonna keep on crying and then keep on calling other people with your problem and talking about certain things that been happening over decades, and you making your problem other people's problem because you still crying about something that was out of your control. I believe some of y'all, when y'all get to where y'all gonna be complaining to Jehovah saying, well, why? Ain't no why. How you gonna complain to him about something that he have enough power to control? So if something happened to one of your loved ones or one of our loved ones and they are no longer here, who we gonna, we get mad at the person who did what they did, but at the same time, Jehovah could have left them here. Some of us could be so selfish because somebody wanted to leave here. Because I remember my grandmother said she ain't want past 80. That's exactly what she said. And when she was approaching 80, that's when she expired. So what about the people that's not around y'all, or they might be in the bathroom, or they might be like, Lord, to themselves, I'm tired. Or might be like, I don't want to be here. What about those people? And God forbid, like people say, oh, the little innocent children. No, the word say your sins fall on your children. Children. That's what he said. Your sins fall on your children. Children. Y'all don't look at life like that, huh? Say you love your grandchild more than you love him. Say you don't chastise your grandchild or teach the grandchild wrong from right when you should be teaching them, and you out there sinning and you doing stuff to hurt other people, and you love your grandchild more than anything on this earth. Don't you know he gonna get to what you really, really love? You're gonna get it one way or another. We gotta get it. So if he give you an opportunity to change your life and do what's right and live right, what you should be saying is, Lord, please don't allow my sins and the things that I have did in my life to fall on my children, nor to my children's children. Let me take my L. Let me take accountability. And everything I did, if I got to get karma back, bring it back to me. That's taking accountability. But since you selfish and you say, oh, I love my grandchildren, I love my children, I love my daughter, and this and that, and you don't want to repent, you don't want to change your life, so your sins gonna fall on your children or your children's children. I'm just saying. I know that's a hell of a subject, but it needs to be said. But some of y'all don't want to hear it. And a lot of y'all don't want to hear the truth. But it's real. And for all the people who not on here, guess what? Sooner than later, my timeline gonna be overwhelming. Yep, whatever it takes, Rudy, for God to get your attention. Whatever he got to do to get y'all attention. So don't be mad. We ain't mad over here because we ain't got a whole lot of people over here. But it's okay. Because sooner than later, they're going to come running their little wicked tail self over here because they're going to need a word. They're going to hear about the lady Ann, Miss Ann in the wheelchair. And they're going to be running over here because they're going to need a word. But the wicked love the wicked. But sooner than later, the wicked, the wicked ones, they're going to come running over here because they're going to need to hear a word. You know, the ones that be saying and think I don't know, they be saying, nobody want to hear and she forgiving people and she ain't this and she ain't that and all she want to do, nobody want to hear nothing about God and all that. Okay, well, continue to keep on sleeping around. Continue to keep on sleeping with different people. Continue to keep on sleeping with somebody's husband, somebody's wife. Continue to live your life the way that you see fit and watch what happened to the wicked. Continue not to school your grandchildren and your children. Continue to not tell them about life. Continue to get along with your children and your grandchildren because you love them that much that you want to sell your soul instead of telling them wrong from right. I'm just saying. Over here is discipline. Over here is discipline. See, when they be saying, oh, we don't want certain people around and all that kind of stuff, you will want them. Because over here is discipline and living our godly life. I'm just saying. I'm doing what's right. I'm not perfect, but I ain't doing none of what I used to do. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all, that pain. See that karma pain? Oh my God. That karma pain is painful. When karma come back on you, you're going to wish your head had been dead. Unalive. When karma come back. See, when that karma come back, I don't wish karma on nobody, but karma be karma. And that's life. And it comes back to each and every one of us. So, if you're on here and you're not living right, you have an opportunity. You've been coming on here for quite some time, listening to me. Some of y'all ain't gonna never be perfect because I'm not perfect. But if you want to live long and you got grandchildren, and if you want to see your grandchildren or your great grandchildren, it's time for you to start getting your life in order right now. Because the world we living in right now is a wicked world. You either gonna be with the wicked, or you gonna be with the wise, or you gonna be with Jehovah. I'm gonna be with the wise and Jehovah, because the wicked don't love nobody but the wicked. So y'all go over there with the wicked, and I'm gonna stay over here with Jehovah and his people and reap the harvest. I'm just saying, let the unjust set it up for the just. Because they setting it up for us that's just. Let them go ahead on and let the unjust set it up for the just. Because he coming. All them who be looking down, pointing the fingers, talking about I'm messing, all that kind of stuff there. I probably indulged in some mess at once upon a time. But the word messy is everybody. If that's the case, all of us messy. I'd rather be messy and talk about Jehovah than to be messy with the wicked. Because when you be messy with the wicked, the wicked gonna be messy with you. You're gonna find out your background, your downtown, your uptown, the round town. They're gonna do some digging because they want you a part of their shenanigans. Well, let me tell y'all wicked people something. I'm not a part of y'all shenanigans. And anything y'all want to know about my past and my whatever, knock on my door. Miss Ann, can you tell us about your past? What part you want to know? Chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What chapter you want to know? Because ain't nobody gonna tell you about my past better than me. Joe Cash. I'm just saying. So y'all can get with this, or y'all can get with that. But I guarantee you, on my life, Jehovah is where it's at. I'm just saying, I wouldn't trade him for the world. I wouldn't trade him for the world. The wicked love the wicked. The real, let me tell y'all, Jehovah is so good. So let me tell y'all, you be tested. It have been times I went in the store, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm paralyzed from the waist down. It have been times where I went in the store, I paid for all my stuff, and when I get outside, I see stuff still on my lap. That's how the wicked try to set you up. You know what I do? I roll my little self around, go back in there, and I say, this was left on my lap. It had been time I went in the store and I had a $200 purse sitting on my lap, and I got to my car. And I say, devil, you're a lie. Devil, you're a lie. And I went back in the store, the same store that used to be watching me all the time, thinking I'm doing something, and I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't doing what they thought I was doing. And I turn it back and I say, here, this y'all person. I forgot it was on my lap. Now, if I was intending to take it, then that would have been one thing. But it was an honest mistake. That's what the enemy sets us up all kind of ways. The enemy set a lot of y'all women up by making y'all thinking, but damn, I need this bill to pay. Let me go turn this trick right fast with him. Or let me go do this with him. The wicked called my phone. Oh, you need me to do this? Oh, you good? Or what? Nah, you ain't getting no coochie. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Ain't nobody getting no coochie unless we married. And I ain't married, and I ain't giving up no coochie. I don't care how old it is. I don't care how many cobwebs it got on it. Ain't nobody getting no coochie unless we married. It should have been like that. How about that? We'll stay together and all that. get to know each other, and they ain't shacking up. Ain't no boyfriend and girlfriend. When the right one come along, you gonna know. Cause I ain't lying. I thought I had the right, and I had the wrong, and the wrong. I got what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And y'all around here whining and crying because you live by yourself. Yeah, you got a beautiful house, beautiful car, beautiful clothes, and you look around and you by yourself. But let me tell you, the best thing in the world to have is Jehovah in your life, and you got peace to go along with it. When you talk to somebody on the phone, all they do is lie. All they do is lie and talk about their ex-woman, what she did, and she was a liar, and she was a cheater, and what you did. Talk about something else. When a man go to degrade another woman, I'll be like, you know what? I'll call you back. And I ain't calling you back. Don't call me and tell me nothing about what another woman did you. Don't want to hear it. Because I'm not about to entertain you and talk about what a man did me when you probably already know. Or you got an assumption. How could a man be on my timeline and know I'm all over the world and tell me, oh, well, you ain't tell me you had HIV? We not like that, first of all. Second of all, I don't owe you that because you're not my old man. And third of all, did you not meet me or saw me on social media and started calling my phone? So if you saw me on social media and you started calling my phone, why you feel the need that I have to tell you what's going on with me? Because we're not in a relationship. And better yet, we're not even trying to get in a relationship. So why you feel like I owe you that? I'm just saying, some people feel like you owe them something that you don't owe them. I don't owe nobody no explanation about nothing that's going on in my life because I'm not in a relationship. So if me and you are not in a relationship, we need to talk about what's going on with me. We're not in a relationship. And when I feel comfortable enough to tell you that, which you already know that, because that's the mind game some of them men play. You already know that. Because it's all over the world. I mean, I told it to the world. Not, and some people never know. They got people all over the world still might not know. But if you go look me up and pull me up in social media, it's all on my platform. It's all on my social media platform. It's all over. You can't miss it. I'm not one of the ones that's throwing a rock and hiding her hand. I'm one of the ones that's living in her truth and take accountability for her life and her lifestyle in the past. See, I'm not none of them that's on social media that's looking for content to make up lies and say this and say that and say all that for likes and views. No, you got the wrong, right string, wrong yo-yo over here. I'm not that girl. I'm just saying. So a lot of y'all need to get your life together. If y'all gonna come on my page, y'all need to get y'all life together. Y'all need to get out of y'all emotions. Y'all need to, you know what? I don't expect y'all to be where I'm at right now because some of y'all not there yet. But if you want your life to get better, if you really want your life to get better, if you want to stop disrespecting people, talk behind people, backbiting, being deceitful, being evil, being jealous, if you want to stop doing all of that, the only way you can stop if you draw closer to Jehovah. That's the only way. Some of y'all wanted me to stop. Well, she cursed too much and all that. The timing wasn't y'all time. The timing wasn't y'all time. My change is in Jehovah time. And it was one day at a time. One day at a time. When I did a comedy show in the church house, I knew I can do anything and be anything I want to do. If I can make people laugh without cussing, that's spoke value. I don't even do comedy like talking about it all the time, but I might do a comedy show at my party. But at the same time, I know I can transition myself into doing whatever I want to do. I spoke my life in existence when I saw Cat Williams. And before I saw Cat Williams, no, when I saw Cat Williams, I told him that I was a comedian. And when I did my very first show, nobody else didn't believe in me. Not even the person who put me on this show, and that was Peter Bizzle. And I never write my jokes down. I just go on the stage and I go from the top of my head. My daddy was a writer, a music writer. I don't write my jokes down. And I don't talk about the audience. I might say a little one or two jokes. So if somebody, because they got trolls, they got people that open their mouth that want you to talk about them in the audience. They got some people be drunk and they keep on talking and disrupting the people and all that kind of stuff. There, you come there to laugh. But since you want to disrupt the show, some people want you to just talk about them in the audience and all that. No, just shut up and enjoy the ride. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I said that to say that I don't write my stuff down. When I did my shows with Cat Williams, the 2 shows I did with him, I went on the stage and I did my thing. I didn't write nothing down. I went out there, I did my thing. The only thing I didn't like is he didn't give me a time frame. He didn't tell me how much time I had to just go along and get along. And I did what I did. I enjoyed myself doing it. But at the end of the day, I know who I am and whose I am. I don't need nobody else to validate who I am. I can do all things through Christ that strengthen me. I still to this day could do a comedy show. I could do a comedy show by myself. I don't even have to have nobody else. I can open up for myself. I got a sister that could get on the stage and perform too, but she ain't using her calling for that. She using her calling for to take care of people, but she could get on the stage too. But at the end of the day, I know who I am. And when you know who you are and whose you are, all things are possible. And I know what I can do. But I don't do a whole lot, like, be cracking jokes and all that all on my page all the time and all that kind of stuff there. Why would I come on here, crack jokes and make people laugh, and somebody else who's probably bigger than me at the time or whatever could steal my jokes? And I can't fuss and say, oh, well, they stole my joke. The same when I be using little phrase and saying little things and people use the phrase that I be didn't use or whatever, I can't get mad at that. But at the end of the day, people know where they heard it from first. But what about all the other people around the world that never heard nobody else say it and don't know where it come from? But it is what it is. I'm glad to know I make a difference in some people's life. I'm glad to know they got people out there that say right, string, wrong, yo, but I got it from, an older man. An older man. See what I'm saying? But at the same time, and what you say is how you say it, But life be life, and y'all got to start worrying. Because when y'all worry, that means y'all not trusting Jehovah. That means you want to believe. You saying you believe. You're saying it out your mouth. Oh, I'm going to trust God and this and that. Well, why are you worrying about your car note? Why are you worrying about your house note? Why are you worrying about your bank account? He said, I give you houses that you ain't even built. Why are you so caught up into worrying about something that he said, I will supply your each and every need? Why are you worried? I had to apply that to myself. Why would you worry when you know they got a man that everything you say you wanted, you got that in some? Everything you said you want and everything you say you want, you get. So why would you worry about something that whatever you asking for, he give it to you? So why be worried? Right. So to a lot of y'all, it's 9 o'clock. But the word of the day for y'all on this Monday, I want y'all to trust God more than what y'all doing. He said, have faith as a mustard seed. And I didn't say this numerous times. A mustard seed is so little. A mustard seed. So if he's telling you to have faith as a mustard seed, why y'all can't have that type of faith and believe and stop stressing and stop worrying? If you praying, let me say this, and then I'm going to go. A lot of us pray for other people. You know why things not changing for other people? Because they're not praying for themselves. You praying for somebody who don't want their life to change. You praying for somebody who don't want to change their life. You praying for somebody who's going to always be the person that they want to be no matter how hard you pray for them. If it's not a child, or if it's not somebody who don't have the right mind, Or if it's like, if you saying, well, Lord, protect my sister, heal her from drugs or whatever, you constantly praying for her. But at the end of the day, what if, I mean, you can't, let me say this right, because I don't want nobody to take it the wrong way. Because you can pray for your family. You can pray to the point to where they get off drugs. You can pray, well, I'm praying for my mom, I'm praying for my sister, my brother. I'm praying that you protect them and all that kind of stuff there. You could pray for somebody and they could get off drugs, but at the end of the day, what if they don't want to change their life? What if that person wise enough that don't want to change their life? Sometimes we can't stop praying for our loved ones, but some people, some things are out of our control. I'm gonna say that. And like when I was a young girl, and all my life my grandmother prayed for all of us. But even though my grandma prayed for us and talked to us, we still bumped our head. So we could pray for a lot of our family members, but who to say that they still won't bump their head? A lot of our family members is still being covered, but they still got to go through. They still got to go through what they got to go through in life. So don't ever give up on your loved ones. Don't ever give up on your family members. Don't ever give up on nobody. But just know, if you don't see a change in their life, that's because it's not time for them to change. That don't mean that God not working. Because I didn't have family members in my life that didn't been on drugs for decades and decades, and they're no longer on drugs. And they doing better than the people that used to look down on them. So God do answers prayers, but some of our family members got to want to change. He said when 2 or 3 are gathered. So we going to pray for one another. We going to pray for one another family. The ones who want to change is going to change. The ones who don't want to change, either they're going to change for the right, for the good, or they're going to be out there with the wicked, and they got to bump their head. They got a lot of young men in jail. They had the opportunity to get their life right. The mom and the daddy kept on telling them, your friends is not your friends. Some women too, your friends are not your friends. And they got caught up with these so-called friends. They're in something that had nothing to do with them, but they was with the wrong person at the wrong time. And they got caught up. So it's called life. Either some people gonna listen and some people not. I bumped my head and I got what the world had for me. And I'm in a wheelchair, but I'm still here. But I'm old enough and wise enough to make better decisions now. And if I could pass the good decisions on to my children and my grandchildren and let them know, like I told my son one time, I said, you either going to be for the streets or you're going to be for your children. So make a choice. And I thank God that he chose his children. So if you got something to live for and you want to live and you got people looking up to you and you got people that love you, you're going to make better choices. But if you're going to be selfish and you're going to wind up in trouble, or you're going to leave early, you're going to wind up leaving this earth at an early age, that's the choice you made. I don't want to leave early. I want to see my grandchildren graduate from high school and go to college. I want to still be here and see that, and I'm going to be here. But a lot of y'all, some of y'all not going to make it, because at the end of the day, y'all showing y'all days by, doing stuff with y'all kids, and y'all know it's not right, and y'all gonna be held accountable for the stuff that y'all not teaching y'all kids. And y'all justify wrong is wrong and right is right. So I see y'all tomorrow. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. Keep y'all head up. Put God first. Love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a blessed Monday. Y'all be blessed. I love y'all.